Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to piggyback on our Chevy Silverado tech tip of the week. I want to talk about storage of these things, right? Again, rigging is going to fall down to what you're comfortable with. It's very, very basic. Lots of ways to do it. Find what works best for you. But that 3-hook setup, I know that's what I'm going to be spending a lot of time with when I'm talking about those super baits and, of course, other versions as well. Storage, though. Let's take a look at what's really, come a long ways in a relatively short period of time. The fishing leaderboards, right? These things are extremely functional. There's a reason why 9 out of 10 of us are using these things, because we're able to get multiple types of baits. It doesn't matter if it's from jigs to these stuffer baits. These fishing leaderboards will absolutely help you store your baits. Now, what you see here, this is just one of the smaller versions. I kind of keep this. Sometimes I'll put it into a Ziploc bag, depending on what I'm going to be doing on that particular day, or I'll take several of them and I'll put them into a Plano. This is the Edge, the Edge Flex from Plano. Lots of names there. But what's cool about this one is that it's a rust inhibitor, okay? And when you're talking about these baits, yes, your hooks, well, they're going to tend to rust, especially if you put them in a fishing leaderboard, because with moisture that gets caught up in these will stay on your hooks and it could cause them to rust. This will actually help with that, because you got this little thing right here which absorbs water and helps keep that rusting problem down. Now, do you have to have that in order to, store your baits or be comfortable with it? No. But that is certainly something that is a great option. Of course, Fisherman's has these things available for you. But this is how I like to take and do that. I'll either take the full-size fishing board and put it in there, or I'll take several of the smaller version and just keep them in here to keep them out of the way, keep them nice and clean, again, so that they don't rust up. Also, on these boards, they're not going to be bouncing against each other, right? Whereas one of the most important things is the color, right? And the paint on all of these, you can actually see here. I don't know if we can get a shot of this, Alan, or not, but this is one of the Simon cut plugs where you can just see the paint is so durable. You can kind of make that out. We scratched it off just to see how durable it was. And it's very, very durable, all the way through the Brad's Super Bait line and the Spin and Fish. The finishes and the paint is extremely good. Thing is, if they start bouncing against each other in the packages or whatever, your Plano boxes or in a Ziploc bag, whatever, they start bouncing around, you start scratching them up and getting weird color on there. You don't want to do that. Again, they're expensive. It's not like $1.99 to go buy one, unfortunately. So you want to make sure that you take care of those baits, keep them clean, try to keep them as dry as you can, and if you utilize one of these boxes, it will help with keeping the rust down, especially if you're like me and you leave that terminal gear on the end of your leaders, either be a snap swivel or a dual lock, whatever. You don't want any of that stuff to rust. You want to try to eliminate anything negative. And that's my big goal this year, is trying to eliminate all the little things. Like another one, I'm going to absolutely retie every one of these. These are rigged from last year. Don't do that. Retie your gear. Have fresh leaders, fresh hooks if you can. Obviously, you can reuse hooks if they're still as sharp as they're supposed to be. But don't be afraid of re-rigging your gear, because that can help with getting an extra bite or two in the big picture of things. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up, give you an idea what we got going on for this upcoming weekend. And it's so busy, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to break it down. We'll be right back.